Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the New York Yankees. Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boog. Going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear that they're cooling off anytime soon.
Come on, y'all. Stand up, let's go.
First pitch coming your way next.
You know you better show. Stand up, let's go.
And today's starter, Garrett Cole. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, but I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
All right, ready to get underway. TJ Friedl now at the plate. And we're underway in game one of the series.
Knuckle curve. Middle outside.
Check swing went around. No balls, 2 strikes.
Circle change. Low inside.
The strikeout and the second of the game for the Cole train. Here's the lineup for the Reds. In that leadoff spot, a guy they're looking to get going, TJ Friedl.
Yeah, just a 200 batting average over his last 10 games, so he hasn't been himself at the plate lately. Now, he's a guy they like to rely on, so with that said, I'm sure he'll break out of this thing pretty soon. We'll see what he's got in store for this one.
That's in there. That's strike one.
You can feel the extra attention on Elly anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And now 1 and 2.
Circle change. Low outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
2 outs, base is empty. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching Yankees baseball on The Show, NYC. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And going for the Reds in this one, Hunter Green. What should we keep an eye on here?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Grisham with a homer in his last game. And a foul ball. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Stays alive. And a 1-2.
Ball 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 9.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This team is aggressive on the bases, Chris. They lead the league in stolen bases for a reason.
Yeah, with this lineup, singles can turn into doubles or triples. It's all about how you come out of the box. Such a fun team to watch, Boo. Let's see if they can run away with this one.
Judge rips that one. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Cody Bellinger in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
2 down, nobody on. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Late on that fastball.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That's ball
Just
3.
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Play made, that ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. Welcome back. Well, Siggy, this starting rotation has been dominant, and we've seen much of the same today.
Yeah, and the numbers speak for themselves, Boo. This group just keeps executing game after game.
High inside.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Fastball.
His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy. And that's a little bit high. And now it's even 1-1. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Marte.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Curve. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Cole, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Gets under and pops it up. takes it in for the out.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Matt McLain.
2 down, bases empty. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McLain.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely
Low
hitting
middle.
over the Mendoza line this month.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Fastball for a strike. No score here in the second.
Outside.
It's a K from the Coltrane. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Feel like Nick, throwing cannons down the field. I'm a wild out. Step up to the plate, no hesitation. I'm a wild child. Crowd control. Break them lose their mind. We feel no wild out. Wild out.
Back in New York.
Leading
And
off.
stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon.
Right through there for a strike. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Ball two.
In the air, left side. Benson settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 22.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting seventh, the second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Chisholm matched a homer in his last game.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
On the corner for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
And that one moves his feet.
Ball, that's out.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Hunter Green with the strikeout. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Ball one.
Circle change. Low middle.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm
Four-seam
action.
fastball. High inside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting in, the catcher, number 35, Jose Trevino.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Cutter. Low outside.
Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes.
Inside ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on.
Nope, that's a ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll get down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next,
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Nope,
Inside,
that's inside.
just missed.
Four-seam
Hayes
fastball.
off of first
High
with 2
outside.
away.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Ball that's outside.
Cutter. High middle. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2-2 on the way. And a good
Ball
eye
3.
there.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay
Four-seam
focused on the
fastball.
pitch. The runner will be in motion,
Outside.
so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hit on the ground to the right side. To second, but he beats the throw. Save.
Up next in Cincinnati, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Struck out looking at his first
Four-seam
at bat.
fastball. High outside.
Nope, outside.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Knuckle curve. Low outside.
2 on, 2 outs. That's
Ball,
off
that's
the mark.
low.
2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Middle outside.
Next one is off the plate. 3-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Laser could be extra bases. Here comes Hayes around third. He will score, and the Reds have the lead. Runner around third. In to score from first. And they lead by
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Circle change. Middle outside.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Slayer. Middle outside.
Swing, and he popped it up. Chisholm settles underneath it, and that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
You need, can't sleep, but I dream. It's a must. You see, eyes wide open. I see, had a vision, had a dream. Eyes wide open.
Ball.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Raging back towards the wall. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Ball one.
Wells launched a homer in his most recent game. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Tied him up on a fastball inside. Now here's Trent Grisham. Struck out swinging his first time.
Ball,
And
that's
Chris,
outside.
his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Outside low, ball 3. Aaron Judge hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
Cut on and missed at 101. 3-2 now. Got him swinging. So the Yanks go in order, and they're down 2-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, now the Reds cleanup hitter, Spencer Steer.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one fouled off.
Cutter. High outside.
Here comes the 0-1. That one ripped right center field. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
Ball strike right there.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. In now for the Reds,
curve.
Matt McLain.
Low inside.
Swing and he breaks his bat. Rice takes it to the bag. Now 2 out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Knuckle curve. Middle outside. Four-seam
2 outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Knuckle curve. Low inside. Slider. Middle inside.
Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So 1 left for Cincinnati. They're up 2-0.
We gon' take it to the top. Esto nunca va a parar. No estrellas, never stop. Esto nunca va a parar.
Back in the Bronx, Aaron Judge. Up now, top 5 at OPS and climbing. It's been a loud season for him.
Yeah, he's walking, slugging, and raking. A total threat for this lineup. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
Not many guys in this league can beat you in this many ways, Singy.
Yeah, he's making pitchers work every pitch of every at-bat. Really good rhythm and discipline in the box.
The 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
The Yanks yet to pick up a hit here. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Stanton now. He's 0 for 1. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second. Easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
So managed to score in position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yep, that ball went out.
Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Throw bounces in, and he's safe.
The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Deep right field, way back, and out of here! A two-run homer, home run number 15 on the year, and we're all square. It's 2-2. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now, Ben Rice. Popped out foul ground first time through. Close, but called the ball. And it's 1-0. Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Chopper to second. That's the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back to the ballpark, and it's been another dominant showing from this rotation, Siggy.
Yeah, but they've really established a rhythm in this one. You look at the way they've been attacking, it's going to be hard for this offense to get something going.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Reds looking to string together better at-bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next in Cincinnati.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Brian Hayes.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up into this point.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 2.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Ground ball to the right side. Rice takes it himself, and the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. And first offering is fouled off.
Slider. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
And 1-2.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2.
When I go up north, know the team be cold, so you know how to bring that torch. When I go down south, I be in the field, can't win, sitting on no couch. They was
back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
You know, these Yankees need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That's towards center. Friedl settles under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Of course, you have to credit the pitching for making them beat the ball into the ground so often, but I haven't seen much of an adjustment from the hitters yet either. Got to find a way to get under the ball a little bit more and get it in the air.
Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Wells batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that ends the inning. Offense held in check there. We're through 5. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Went to A&D, Mad P, phone them all. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap dude, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sent you $5 down.
Elly De La Cruz digs in now.
Elly De La Cruz.
Knuckle curve. Low mill.
Nope, that's down.
So here's a fun note on Elly. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
The 1-0. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Strike 2.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Garcia strikes him out for the second time today. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy. What he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in his own.
On the ground to Jazz. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next in Cincinnati, the first baseman, number 7, Spencer Steer.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Steer. 1 for 2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And first offering is fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
2 down, nobody on. And that's
well, that's
outside.
off the plate.
And the count even,
Knuckle
1-1.
Middle outside.
On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Say I switched up. Say I'm closed off. Wasn't friends back then. I don't know y'all. Remember you never bet on me then.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Pierce Johnson. He comes on for the 35th time this year.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
The 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Caleb Ferguson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Santillan warming up as well. The 1-1. Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That was blasted to the moon. His 23rd of the year, and that's how they take the lead. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
We'll do you one better than a tape measure by breaking out the numbers from StatCast. The distance, 450 feet on the dot.
Oh, my goodness. And that's one, Boog. You're going to see it making the rounds on social media all night long and all the highlight shows as well. I know I'm going to be watching on Luke. That was absolutely crushed.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Judge comes up empty there.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Here's the 0-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Got him swinging for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it all.
Bellinger up to hit. A walk, and he's also singled.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 0-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his back to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
A little out front there as he swings through it. And it's second.
Ball! That pitch is out.
And there's a strike to Giancarlo Stanton. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. Giancarlo Stanton with a blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Brewer. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Pierce Johnson done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Graham Ashcraft.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Aye!
And now the 0-1. Tied him up inside with that one. Inside, almost got him. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
On the ground, McLean. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 5-2. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. for a strike. 0-1.
Cutter. Low outside.
In the air to left center. And it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning.
The batter, number 9.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
McLean.
Hey! Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Pitch kicks away. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. Tap foul at the plate. Yankees up by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him looking. Strikeout number 8.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So now, with 1 away and a man at second, next for Cincinnati, Will Benson.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
0-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball. The hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Marte on his horse around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Cutter. Low outside.
And that one fouled off. Man at first, 1 away.
Middle outside.
Comes up empty.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And now, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. Tying run at the plate.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over. So get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Tap back up the middle. Volpe fires to first on the run.
No, he's safe.
Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Four-seam fastball.
Yeah, no question.
Inside.
Ball inside.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Liner snagged at first. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 5-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brock Burke.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
This is kind of a tough matchup as a left left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And a swing and a miss there. That one finds the zone. That is strike two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him. One out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. An 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
This one in the air, center field. That's out number two.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, number 28.
Austin Wells will hit next. Way inside. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And that one lifted in the air, center field. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Reds 3. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Camilo Doval.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
leading off for the Reds, the shortstop, Ellie
Slater.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fouled off left side.
Cutter. Low inside.
0-2 now. Ball.
Cutter. Low inside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
The healthy cut.
Slater.
Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That's ball 2.
Cutter. High inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Slider. Middle outside.
And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Sinker. Low outside.
Hey!
The Yankees leading by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, they didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Slider. Low middle.
The 0-2. And they'll do it again.
Sinker. Low outside.
Got him. 2 up, 2 down.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ballgame.
Steer in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one's in there. That's strike two.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the eighth. One more out, they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the ninth with at least a 2-run lead.
Cutter. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on.
Slider. Middle outside.
And the 0-2.
Outside, that's a ball.
Slider. Below middle.
Sets him down looking. And he strikes out the side in the 8th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Reds 3. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
Fastball is outside. Outside. And the count now 2-0. Burr in his 6th season, 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2014. Next offering way upstairs. To the right side. Steer steps on the bag, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Ball, that's inside.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Out towards right center field. Marte coming on. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Brock Burke won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. The left-hander on now, Brandon Williamson. He's into the game with the bases empty. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Marte on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees, and it remains 5-3. David Bednar. Well, he's
this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Ball one.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Drilled out towards left center field. Way back there. Out of here! And they cut into the deficit.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Splitter. Low middle.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Late on that fastball.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And a ball and two strikes.
Oh, that's missed out.
That's a really good take.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Yanks trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Swings and misses, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment where he get back on track. His team needs it.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Curveball. Middle inside.
Clips the corner, and it's 0-2. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. The Reds now down to their final out.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Velocity 97 with that fastball.
Curveball. Low middle.
Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Judge on his way over. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.